Hey, it's Trevor. Welcome to today's lesson. Today I want to show you a blues bass line from Sweet Home Chicago. I'm going to be working out of this book today. We're going to be checking out two choruses from the solo section of the tune, and I hope to exemplify a few ideas that he uses to create interest in his bass line. One pop quiz I want to give to you in the very beginning is think about the note choices he uses in any given chord. See if you can find a pattern. I'll reveal it at the end. I want to play the whole thing for you so you get the idea, and then we're going to work on it section by section. Check it out. Right on. Let's check out the first two measures, starting on the low open string, E. I'm ending on the downbeat of the third measure, so we get the full picture. Here it is again. Next two measures, measures 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. Ending on that 4 chord on the A. 1, 2, 3. I know I'm reading from the book, and you're just able to watch my fingers. If you learn this by ear, you'll be able to internalize what he's playing, and it'll come out naturally in your own playing. Let's check out the first 4 measures, see if we got that. 1, 2, 3. So far, so good, I hope. Let's check out the A chord. Similar idea to what we've been playing already. Here it is. 1, 2, 3. Ending on the downbeat of measure 7, which is the 1 chord. Here it is again. 1, 2. Measure 7 and 8. 1, 2. Ending on B for the turnaround. 7 and 8 again. Something I want to talk about already is his use of 2-bar phrasing, where in the first measure he'll play something, second measure he'll play something different, third measure he'll go back to the original idea, fourth measure back to that second idea. It's like a 1-2-1-2 or A-B-A-B. 2-bar phrasing is really common in all styles of music, and it helps give your bass line interest and movement. Listen for 2-bar phrasing when we check out the rest of this bass line. He uses it all the time. Let's play the first 8 measures, and then we'll move on to the turnaround. Starting on the open E. 1, 2, 3. Nice. This is a classic blues shuffle line. I hope you're practicing it with me. Let's check out this turnaround, starting on the 2nd fret of the A string, B. I want to do the whole turnaround. You'll see why. It's one idea, in my opinion. Check it out. 1, 2, 3. I'm ending on this 9th fret, E, way up here. That's the beginning of the 2nd chorus. Check out this line. He repeats the same idea for the 5 chord and the 4 chord, and then he'll do a walk-up to signal the ending of the 1st chorus and building anticipation for the beginning of the 2nd chorus. Here it is again. 1, 4. For that second to last measure, I have to shift positions, shift my hand position. Check it out, I'll play it slowly. In the measure right before the walk-up, he plays an open A. He does that both for the pitch and for the note, but also as a tool so he can shift hand positions without having to, it buys him a second of free time so you can move. Check it out again with that idea in mind. Play on the A chord. He'll do that a few times in this line where he'll use an open string so he can shift his left hand position. It makes it more efficient than having to do a walk down or impose bad technique. Let's see if we can do the whole 1st chorus and then we'll move on. Starting on the open E. 1, 2, 3. Shift. Nice. Even if you only got that 1st chorus and you don't check out the 2nd chorus, this is a perfect line for any blues shuffle. He takes it up one step further with this next chorus. I really hope you dig it in with me. Starting with my pinky, my little finger, on the high E, 9th fret of the G string. Let's check out the first 2 measures. It's going to get a little bit tricky. Here it is. 1, 4. Pretty simple idea, walking down the dominant scale, the Mixolydian scale. Let me show you the last 2 measures of these first 4 bars. I'm going to start it on my pinky because that's how the first phrase ended. Check it out. Ending on the 7th fret of the D string, A, for the A chord. In these second 2 measures, we're going to have to do another shift. because we're going to have to reach this 11th fret on the G string. Check it out again. Shift. By shifting up, we're able to access this higher register. Already you may notice from the first chorus compared to the second chorus, he uses a different range. In the first chorus, he's mainly down here in this open position. But as he gets towards the second chorus, and so far in the second chorus, he plays in this upper register. Same idea of a two-bar phrase or call and response, except it's over a whole chorus of blues. Let's play the first four measures of this second chorus, starting off with my little finger on the high E note, 9th fret of the G string. 1, 2, 3. Shift. Cool. Next we're on the 4 chord, 7th fret of the D string, index finger. Have you noticed a pattern that I was talking about earlier in this lesson of his note choice for any given chord? If you haven't, still consider any commonalities that you've heard from any chord that we've played so far. Also check out his use of the open string to switch positions. Let me play it again for you. When I end the phrase, my index finger's on the 7th fret of the D string, but later looking ahead, I have to play the 4th fret with my index finger on the A string. It's quite a big jump, but he uses the open string to buy him a second. Check it out again. Let's check out the next two measures. Starting on my pinky, my little finger on the 7th fret of the A string, because that's where we just came from this walk-up. We're going to have to do a pretty big slide up to the 11th fret. It's going to be a little bit awkward, but once you get the muscle memory, it'll feel natural. Here it is. Same idea again, using the open string to reposition. Here it is. Let's play those last 4 measures, starting on the 7th fret of the D string, A. I'm on my index finger. 1, 2, 3. Before we get to the turnaround, let's check out what we know of the second chorus so we don't forget. It's going to start on this high E note on the G string, 9th fret, with your little finger. Check it out. 1, 2, 3. Cool, we're almost finished. Here's the turnaround of the second chorus. Pretty similar to what we've done before. Starting with my little finger on the 7th fret of the E string. 1, 2, 3. turnaround's pretty simple. He does this walk down that we've done before on the 5 chord. And then he'll walk up from the 4 chord from A to E, which is the 1 chord. And then from E, he'll use that same pattern and walk up to the 5 chord. And then he'll just walk back down from the 5 chord back to 1. Let's play the whole second chorus. Have you found the pattern yet that I keep talking about? Before we play the whole thing, I want to share that with you so it can be in your mind while we play it. He uses the idea on any given chord. He'll start with the open note, so let's say we're on the 1 chord, E. He'll play the root note, in this case open E. He'll play the major 6. I'm on the 4th fret of the A string, C sharp. He'll play the 5, B. And then the 3rd, G sharp. We can simplify his whole bass line to just this idea. Check it. It works on all the chords. 5 chord. 4. That's the foundation idea that he uses throughout this whole bass line, but he adds mainly rhythm to create interest and variety in any given phrase. Plus changing the range on which he's playing, so whether it's in the upper register or lower register, it'll give the bass line a different shape and dynamic. Let's play the whole thing. 1, 2, 3. Awesome, huh? If you learn this bass line, you'll have a bunch of new tools that you can use in multiple genres, but especially here if you used it in a blues shuffle. This is a classic line, and I really hope you check it out and learn it. I'd appreciate it if you left a like on the video if you found this informative. I'll be in the comments section answering any questions you may have. And until then, take it easy.